Happy Sunday. I am here today. I did not record a video yesterday. I recalled last minute. I got home at like 12, so I figured since it's already after midnight, I'll just record my video for today. And today I wanted to talk about fear. I had an experience this weekend that was really, really awesome. My partner channeled, I'm not going to get into all the details, but it was very cool to chat with the person he was channeling with, or channeling, and to understand that like I'm able to do that, and also that is nothing to be necessarily scared of. And I've been coming to terms of understanding who I am as a spiritual being, as a magical being, because I've always just said I'm a Gary, because I am a Gary, and I'm just like, I've been trying to figure out what I am, because I feel like when people get very close to me, they can see themselves very well. So I feel kind of like a mirror almost, or a portal or something, where like I said, you get close, you can see me, see yourself better, and see me. And I feel like I have not been able to see myself as I am. Like I'm very, in a way, caught up in the veil of the 3D reality and being caught in physicality. So I can't see beyond the flesh. And I actually came to a realization as to why that was. I've been thinking a lot about college and how that was a huge awakening time for me. And I remember a lot of things were happening. I was learning a lot of things. My vision was shifting. I remember seeing things very differently. Like I could see different dimensions. I could see a lot of things that were like at the time freaking me out. And because I remember talking to people about it and nobody was doing the same thing. Nobody knew how to really to support me. So I made a choice, I'm realizing, to like willfully turn away and close up that eye, which is why now I'm struggling a little bit to come back to it, and realizing that that fear is still kind of there, of being overwhelmed, of being overpowered, of being hurt physically, or experiencing like mental or emotional anguish. That's a fear of mine. Because I was talking to my partner, and I was like, I think I want to see myself, but I'm scared of what I could look like. Because I was talking to my brother. I asked my brother what he would look like if he was an alien, and he was describing a bunch of stuff to me, and I wrote them down, and I'm actually going to make this picture for him. I'm going to do that today, after I do some coloring. Um, and I was telling another friend about my brother. I was like, yeah, my brother, I asked him what he looked like as an alien, and and they were like, I feel like he would be very frightening. And I was like, that is the best way to describe it. After I draw the picture, I'll show y'all. But it is frightening. Short and has a lot of eyes. It has a lot of heads. But then it's also like, why do you think something is frightening? Because to me, fear is like an understanding that there's a threat coming. Like your life is on the line. Like your money's on the line. Like your livelihood is on the line. That's why you're nervous and scared. So like when it comes to spiritual things, people always ask me, and I ask myself, what are you really scared of? I'm like, I'm truly scared of being eaten, which for me, for you, large, like obviously, like literally, I don't want to be chomped up, because I feel like being ground up in somebody's mouth is painful, and disappearing into oblivion is painful. But that also shows that like a particular understanding of consciousness that I have, that I think it can be extinguished based on somebody else eating me. Because if I were to die, it's not like I would die in there. It might be painful, but I might just transition into something else. But also the idea that I'm afraid of something overpowering me, which is not possible, also because I am a sovereign being who warrants a lot of respect, and I am respectable, is what I was gonna say. And fuck with me, you know I got it, is what I'm trying to say too. It's funny because I'm not really afraid, because if something were to pull up on me, I'd be like, excuse me, back up. What you thought this was? But at the same time, there's a part of me that's afraid of seeing who I could be and how scary I might look. Because I feel like I would look beautiful and terrible. Like a great and terrible beauty, which was one of my favorite books growing up. Um, so yeah, that's something I'm dealing with. There's this black candle ritual that Conjure Queen, who y'all should check out. She's really cool on YouTube and on Instagram. I am Conjure Queen on YouTube, I believe, or on Instagram. And she told us to do this black candle ritual to like become to meet your shadow self and become a little bit more acquainted with it. And I did it, but I know your spirit only shows you what you're ready, because I said, "Oh yeah, show me who I am," with a little bit of, and so I only saw what I was willing to receive, which was not that much, because And she also came up with this potion that I'm going to tweak a little bit to make my own, but also because I have all this basil. As you can see in this corner, there's this little green thing. I have this tremendous basil plant. As y'all can see, looking mad healthy. This little stem on the side, it was falling off. But look at the little buds. So I'm not going to kill it. And I was going to rip it out or like replant it, but I'm going to just let it rock. So the spell does include basil. I already have some of the leaves harvested over here. And I'm going to be making bravery potions. I'm doing a lot of my own work right now, obviously, in regards to building on my own bravery. And then when I feel like I'm in a better place with that, I will be making these for consumption so that you can also be brave with some of these, this bravery potion. It's going to be basil. It's going to have ginger in it. It's going to have cayenne. It's going to have water. It's going to have whatever else I decide to put in it. So yeah. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Think about the things that caused you really big anxiety and fear, and really think about what's on the other side of that, because it's usually what's on the other side of that that will also determine how big that fear is. Because I really do want to get to know myself, but my fear is pretty large, so it's important for me to assess, like, is my fear larger than my want? Is my fear larger than my desire? Am I gonna let my fear run shit? Because at the end of the day, I am at the helm of my ship. So, just thoughts. Let me know some things that you might be nervous about or scared of. I'd love to hear it. And this is my little basil drying station. It's a very potent area. So, bye.